You're listening to the Manifesting Miracles podcast. By tuning in today, you're dialing into your frequency of abundance. I'm Michelle J. Lamont, your manifestation master and guide. Ever since 2016, I've been obsessively dedicating my life to uncovering, dissecting, and analyzing every aspect of the practices and modalities in which we call manifestation. You see, you are truly more powerful than you can even imagine and fully capable of manifesting miracles on the daily. I'm going to teach you how to attract a life beyond your wildest dreams using your own divine power. So let's get started manifesting your miracles right now. %50 of Americans cannot walk into a grocery store right now and feel confident that they can afford everything they want in their cart. 50%. And you know what? It's not just inflation. And it's not just the economy. Some of you, and I say this with love, are manifesting yourself into the same broke ass energy over and over. And you think it's bad luck or bad timing or your ex. No, babe. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. It's you. So you know what? Today I'm going to break down the 5 biggest mistakes that keep you broke, that keep you stuck, and manifesting the wrong shit. And how to fix it starting in this episode right now today. No fluff, no toxic positivity, and definitely no sugarcoating. Because you're listening to Manifesting Miracles, the hottest manifestation podcast on planet Earth. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont, and if you want to stop manifesting crumbs and start manifesting the feast, your first step in this process is joining my Secret Society of Manifestors community. And guess what? Your first month is free, so you don't even have to worry about that, okay? Yes, free. No excuses. This is your abundance BFF group chat on steroids. Wait. But it's not just chat, because let me tell you, in the community every month, we do live calls, weekly astrology updates to get your Monday flowing and going. My personal routines and practices, including my $1 Million Morning Routine, all free inside that first month. And a community that will hype the hell out of your wins. You don't know who to tell. You've seen 1111 5 times today. Put it in SSOM. We are ready. Okay, let's get into it, baby. If you hate your life right now, guess what? You're about to get more of it. Because manifesting doesn't stop because you're in a bad mood. It just keeps multiplying the frequency you're already vibing at. And so a lot of people are like, well, what do you mean by that? Here's the ways that it will show up in your reality. So if any of these resonate with you, it's because this is your reality. You compare yourself to strangers on the internet. Like, you go and see somebody in your same niche or whatever they're doing. You're like, well, why is she in so many comments? All right. What about this one? You obsess over what's not working. This isn't working and this isn't working and that's expensive and this and this and that. But you're not celebrating anything. You replay old stories like a bad Netflix series. You're just sitting there editing your past in your head. Well, you know what? And heard that life this and his life this and they, them. You move in perfectionism because fear is driving. So whenever you hear somebody say, well, I'm a perfectionist, or I want it perfect, or I want it to look like this, that is control. And when you're trying to control things, you're in fear of losing control of it because things haven't worked out for you. Doesn't mean that they're going to continue, but if you keep thinking that way and you keep operating in the now like that, what else are you going to create? You're going to create more of what you already have. And then one of the things that I always say is you complain more than you celebrate. Tell me 5 fucking wins every single day. Then you're going to start seeing changes into your pocketbook. I'm going to start giving you, these are 5 things that literally could open up portals of abundance right now. So the fastest way to break this loop is to flip your mental channel, right? Every time you catch yourself replaying the past, interrupt it. Just stop the loop, stop the chaos. And you can just say something out loud like cancel, replace, upgrade. Just like you understand that this is a simulation. You understand that you're the co-creator of your reality. You understand that when you say cancel, replace, upgrade, you name the thing, anything. And then you can celebrate anything else as opposed to it. So every time you're in a loop, just cancel it. And then what I want you to do is just think of something you can celebrate. Getting out of bed is a celebration. Going to the job that doesn't deserve you is a celebration. Not because I want you to stay there, but because you have the wherewithal to do it. Feeding yourself a salad or something healthy as opposed to the drive-through hell on earth food and animals in those places that you're eating and putting into your vibrational field is a win. Telling your daughter or your son or your child, okay, when you really want to say, fuck no, is a win. You got to start celebrating your life. It's not just the big things and the graduations. It's the everydays. And if you can't think of one thing to celebrate and you're just like, Michelle, none of this is ringing, then this is your sign to grab my free 7-day manifestation course and start rewiring your brain today. Because if you do this 3 times a day for 7 days, you will start interrupting the loop and you will start creating portals of abundance. But if you can't get there, go in and grab my 7-day course. At least do something. Now, the number 4 thing that really gets people going is that you haven't closed old portals. Now, listen, I'm a double Scorpio Gemini life path 9. And when I see the writing on the wall, I instantly close that portal. I will cut you off like a bad disease in the middle of making. I don't care if you are my niece, my sister, my brother, my parents. I don't care if you're my lover, you're my husband, you're my dog, except my dogs can never do anything wrong. So you can't step into the next version of yourself if your energy is still squatting in your ex's apartment. Or if you're thinking about your old job or that one fight that you had with them in 2019. So if you're holding on to expired dreams, guilt and shame, or literal piles of unopened bills that you've just shoved into some drawer pretending like they don't exist either, you're telling the universe, I'm not ready for more. And the universe is like, bet, got it, no problem. You cosplay like you want to manifest, but you're actually just fucking mid. And you know it. Because everybody can aspire to mid. But only true creators are here to be conscious and to close those loops and to stop squatting in those timelines that you don't belong. And to close this one portal this week, here's what I want you to do. In my coaching practice, I see this all the time. People will come on to a session and they're like, I have been writing and journaling for years and years and years. Yeah, cool. You have journals and journals full of pain, and yet you haven't taken one step forward. No action, all tears. So I want you to throw out those journals that are just trauma dumping. Have the hard conversation that you've been avoiding. Maybe it's the job, maybe it's the person, maybe it's the relationship. I don't know. But you do, and you're avoiding it, and you can't. Okay? So I want you to throw them out. Have the hard conversations. Donate something that feels heavy with old energy. Okay? Listen, domestic violence shelters are always looking for suitcases. Get rid of yours. Foster kids are looking for suitcases. Get rid of yours. Get new ones. You're going to new places. You're moving on. That is old baggage you don't need. Your new life cannot come in while the doors to the old one are still wide open. And if you want help clearing that energy out, that's literally what we do in our energy workshop every month in SSOM. I'm telling you this because it matters. These are the things that stop people and also start people from manifesting. And so every month I have an energy workshop that's included. And Go ahead and grab it. It's free the first month. Now, what's the number 3 thing? Your nervous system feels unsafe, and you don't really understand that. You are not dreaming. You are surviving. You think that you're blocked because you can't, quote unquote, visualize it. I can't visualize wealth. No, babe. You can't visualize wealth because your nervous system thinks that paying the utility bill is a big win. And listen, I'm glad that you can, and it's beautiful that you can. But it's not the win that you came here for. And that's just so low rent of you. Because when your body is in survival mode, dreams just feel dangerous. Rest feels unsafe. And so you micromanage every damn thing until you're exhausted and resentful about it. You're just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to. And you're just like, throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. So you got to regulate first before you manifest. Like if you're ready to manifest and you're going to sit down and you're going to call out and claim this into the universe, here is what we're going to do first. We're going to do some breathing exercises. Okay? You got to breathe. You're barely breathing right now. When was the last time you took a really long, deep breath? And then another one and another one and another one? When was the last time you did a breathing exercise at all? Well, you're going to do one right now, babe. So what you're going to do, you're going to do this 4 times before you sit down and journal about what you're manifesting, before you visualize, before you're doing any of your practices. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to breathe into your belly for 4 counts in, hold for 4 counts, and then release for 8 counts. Okay? So just again. Two more times. Best for last. Do it twice a day for a week. And then I want you to pair this with one small, safe daily pleasure. Like maybe you listen to a certain song every day. Maybe you drink a cup of coffee in the morning every day. Maybe it's tea. Maybe you go for a walk without your phone, and you should. Do it then. Do it on something that already is working in your field of I'm okay, because the safe body equals safe to dream. And then that's a new signal to the universe that it's safe for you to receive. And if you want to go deep, and I mean deep, 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 I've got just the thing. My retreat has a full nervous system reset built in. And yes, right now I'm offering for the last 2 spots, you can pay 50% before the retreat and 50% after the retreat. So there really is an opportunity for you to come and spend 3 days and just reset, release, and receive. Now let's go into number 2. You're manifesting in your past identity. You don't live there no more. You don't live there anymore. Imagine if you've moved. I'm sure you've moved at least once in your life. Where was the last place you lived? Now, what happened if tomorrow morning you were to drive over to that place, okay? Maybe your key still works. Maybe it doesn't. You open up the door. The people are in there. They're making their breakfast. And they're like, what the hell is going on? And you're like, oh, it's no problem. I used to live here. And then you walk in. And you're like, hey, do you mind if I take a shower here? Or should I use the other shower? I know this one tends to run out of hot water quicker than the other. Girl, you know what would happen. 911, shotgun to your face. I don't know. Even worse, right? So you can't go and live this new reality if you're still checking in and living in that old time frame. You keep saying you want a 6-figure business, but you're manifesting with your I'm broke, I'm unlovable, I'm unlucky identity. You're not going to take any risks. I can't even, like, some people don't even join SSOM. They're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Like, that's the safest place you can land right now, right? And so you're playing so small because you're in an identity that won't allow you to expand any bigger. You're over-explaining. You're over-apologizing just for existing. And the big one, you're waiting for a sign. I just want a sign from the universe, a sign from the universe. Here's your sign. It's not working. It's not working. And it's not working because you're still in the character of your old, broke, unlucky, unlovable, unprotected self. That character is the old you. You've got to start being a method actor. And you have to take on a new role. Pick one. Fix it. Pick one thing that the rich, radiant, fully funded you would never, ever say, and stop saying it again. That's it. Today, this is it. Right now, commit with me right here. No more, I'm just bad with money. No more, I can't afford that. Language is a spell. Spelling, S-P-E-L-L, is a spell. Cast better ones. Cast better ones. The bigger version of you wants to speak bigger. You're still speaking in the old way. It won't work. You can't live rent-free in 2019 and expect to live abundant in 2025 or 2026 or whatever year this is. Maybe it's 2050. I don't know. I don't know when you're listening to this. But you can't cosplay live in two timelines. It just won't work. Just like you can't have two lovers or two relationships with two different people. You're always holding out something for the other one. One's getting one part of you and the other one's getting another part of you. We need all of you here fully actuated now. You're manifesting with your past identity, and that ain't you. And the wealthiest and the biggest version of you doesn't identify with, I can't afford to go to Michelle's retreat. I can't afford to go on that vacation. I can't afford to take singing lessons. I can't afford to leave this shitty job where nobody respects me and sees me. And if you need some help stepping into your future self, I'm going to say it again because I mean it and I want you to understand. The Secret Society of Manifestors is my online community that is live. And it is literally designed just for this. You'll mirror my energy and it will become your default switch. I cannot tell you how many success stories, although I probably should be like every other podcast and just be like, and Julie manifested 20,000 and 50,000, but they did. They did. They did. And the number one reason that it's not working, and this is a big one, it's the killer. The reason everything else stays blocked. You're manifesting alone. You do a practice and you feel silly. And you hide your spiritual side so people will think you're normal. You never celebrate your wins because there's nobody to really celebrate them with. And without community, there's no mirror for your abundance. Fix it. And I know, but plug in. If not SSOM in my community, do it somewhere. Go someplace and be with people, even if it's online and it's not going to be on a video game. But let's be real. SSOM, my Secret Society of Manifestors, is the fastest portal jumper. I've ever built. First month free. Boom. In that month, 3 live workshops, including the energy one, including the money one, including the full moon one for that month, and an entire crew who will hype you up like Beyonce dropping a surprise album at midnight, honey. See, manifestation is collaborative. The universe is your co-creator, and right now you're ghosting her. So if you're amplifying what you don't want, leave old portals open, keeping your nervous system panicked and stuck, manifesting with your broke girl identity and doing it all alone. Babe, that's the blueprint for staying stuck. But you know I got to fix, okay? So first, I want you to start rewiring your mind with my free 7-day manifestation course. Join the Secret Society of Manifestors today. It's right there in the show notes. The first month is free. Cancel any time. No excuses. Pick up your thumb, move it over on the phone right now. Stop what you're doing, click, and get in. Third, come to my retreat. Split the payment if you need to, and collapse time with me and all the other goddesses here on Billionaire Beach. The bag is already yours. You're just blocking it. Unlock it and watch how fast it finds you. Now, if this is your first time listening to the greatest podcast on planet Earth about manifesting, and I don't say that humbly, I say that with absolute authority, then this is how we close every show, every episode. And please share it with your sisters, your nieces, your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, your brothers, and definitely that fucking ex. And 3, 2, 1, you got it. Manifesting is for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything is always working out for us. Everything. Me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for me. Everything. This is Manifesting Miracles. I'm Michelle Juanita Lamont, and your new reality starts the moment you decide to stop manifesting like the old you. Because, baby, everything is always working out for you. I can't wait to see you on Zoom and in SSOM. Producers, cue that motherfucking music. Yeah, baby. I love you. 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 I love you.